So today we are here to have a look at the Onewind 11-foot zippered hammock. As some of my regular viewers will know, I'm a bit of a hammock snob. Not saying that I go for the most expensive hammocks, because I definitely do not, but I do advocate that everyone should get a hammock of the right dimensions. Generally speaking, 10.5 foot is the shortest you should go, and you really need it as wide as you can get. This is 11 foot long, and it comes in at about 5'2" wide, with a removable bug net, almost completely removable, not quite. It comes in a double-ended stuff sack. It's got the cinch buckles on the end for adjusting, and it comes with the tree straps. I'm going to put it up now so you can see it going up. Nice and easy, nice and quick. Give you a run through of the specs and my first opinion of it. I'm going to kip in it tonight, and I'll give you a verdict in the morning. Just any tree straps as usual. You loop round. So these tree straps are not like the daisy chain ones as usual. It's got a cinch buckle on the end of it. Shouldn't really drop that on the floor, defeats the object of having a stuff sack, but I'll bring you in and show you what goes on over that side. Basically, you thread it through, you pull tight, and then you adjust as needed. I'll go grab you and show you me attaching it there. So you have your buckle on the end and your tree straps. Tree straps just go through the bottom, back up and over through the top, pull tight, and boom, your hammock's hung. Also with this hammock, let me just flip this round. So to adjust it, it is as simple as pull, get it nice and straight, and you can either pull or loosen as you wish. You have here an adjustable ridge line. I've set mine at 83% the length of the hammock, which is what I like. It comes with underclip quilts. Oh, that's not even English. Under quilt clips all the way across, like so. They sent me a free gift of an internal stuff sack. You have a ridgeline organizer. You also get 2 bits of shot cord, and you can attach them however you like to pull the hammock out. Tie up the end bit here. Obviously I can't do that one-handed, to keep the bugs out. Same the other end. And as I say, you have got a double-ended stuff sack. Now what I would say with this, it doesn't really matter which way your head goes every time. Obviously I always put mine there because the little bit dangling down, but with the zips it does unzip right the way around the other side as well, but when you get to here it stops. So bear in mind, you can only have the zips on one side when you're in the hammock unless you undo it fully. So just remember that, so you can remember what side your head end is, so that you're unzipping the right side. Obviously when you set it up you can just flip the zips around and put them on the other side, but you know, if you're making your coffee out your hammock in the morning, it's good to have them in the right spot. I'll just peg out and show you around and let you know what sort of material and all that jazz. So, the material is a 40D ripstop nylon. I'll see how close up I can get with the sun behind it, just so you can see the ripstop in it. It's also not just the squares, it's got like the, what do you call it? Star type pattern in it, which is really good. The stitching is double stitching all the way through the bug net. It is a single bit of material covering the whole width and length, which means that you're not going to get any of the dreaded calf ridge with two bits of material joined. I'm going to jump in a minute. As you can see, once again, with these straps, really easy to do. The stitching's fine on them, right the way through to the ends. Yeah, it's a hammock. It's a bit of material hanging in between the two trees. Am steel or equivalent for the ridge line, which obviously goes to your buckle and to the end of your hammock. A decent quality clip there. Yeah, Onewind, you're doing me proud. Now what I will say, cost wise, this falls into the bracket of, I think they come retailing at about 79 quid, which comes into the bracket of the DD XL, which does have a big following. This is going to far and away exceed the front lines. For the money, I don't think that's a bad deal. I genuinely don't. If you have a look, I've reviewed the G43, which has got the right length, a little bit narrow. That comes in about 30 quid. Good hammock. This is much better. I'll jump in a minute and show you. Now, I'll put a link down below. You know, full disclosure, they give me the hammock. I didn't buy it. You're only going to get an honest review from me. And there is a code there, which will give you, I think it's 5% off. If you click on it, they do give me a kickback. You don't have to. If you are interested in it and you don't like the thought of someone advertising it, people like Colin from Outdoor Gear Essentials, he does all of the, what they called? Onewind kit. Go via him. You've got someone else to talk to. I don't get any kickback. Colin is a dude. He helps a lot of channels out. He helps a lot in our little corner of the internet out. And he donated a load of prizes for when I've done my motorbike trip. So, yeah, if you don't like the thought of giving me some dough, it's only a couple of quid. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Go and have a look at Colin. Both links down below. One with the discount code and my, what's it called, link. I don't even know what they're called. What are they called? Affiliate link. There you go. And then one for Colin's shop, who has the lot as well. No, good though, isn't it? I'm pairing that up today with my One Tigress winter underquilt. They do underquilts, they do 12-foot hammocks, they do hammock tarpless. Jesus Christ, they do tarps, they do everything. They do the full range. And from what I've seen of them, they are actually a really good make for the price point. I think none of that is going to be usable. Let's show you how it looks when I'm in it. As usual, undo your zips, sit down or fall down as I just did. Make sure your knife don't go through it. Pop yourself round, and that is instantly a proper comfortable lie. It's definitely wide enough. That is a really nice material, you know. I'm impressed with that. I like the feel of it. Slightly textured. It feels strong. I am liking it. Should be able to get my phone and everything in there. That slides across with some little prusik loops. I could even shove my jacket in that as a stuff sack, in case I needed to. That is genuinely a very good lie. I would even go as far as to say that is every bit, maybe even more comfortable than my homemade hammock. And I love my bloody homemade hammock. They do the 12-foot version of this, which comes in obviously a foot longer and I think half a foot wider for people that are slightly taller than me, because I'm not exactly a high tower. I'm 5'9" and a fag butt. This will probably do up to someone 6 foot. You might want to look at going higher to the 12-foot hammock if you're slightly taller. Basically, they do one without the net on it, and it comes with a separate net. Loads and loads of options. You've now listened to me stumble my words and talk utter shite for the last 5-10 minutes. I'm going to shut you off and bring you back when I'm going to bed, and I'll give you my thoughts about what it was like to sleep in the morning. I might show you around after I put my underquilt on. Oosh! First time we'll be trying it out with the underquilt, so bear with. See if I get decent coverage and what needs adjusting. So, as you can see, my shoulder's there, as is the underquilt, and I've got plenty of room. My feet are also covered. I'd say that works. Definitely feels like it works. But remember, they do their own underquilt, which made it even better. Didn't take too long, did it? One thing I would say, as you saw, I had to reach right underneath to untuck it from the other side because the zips are only on one side. Ain't exactly a hardship, took me all of 5 bleeding seconds, but it would be nice, even though it had a little bit more weight, to have zips both sides. I'm not going to tell you the weights, go and have a look at their website, purely because I can't remember. It was either 2.1 pound, 4.1 pound, something like that, I don't know. I could get my phone out and have a look. But do a bit of research, guys. I am liking this setup. Now, because it is a longer hammock, normally I'd use a 3x3 tarp and just about cover. This is going to be too long for a 3x3 tarp, so I've dragged out an old 10th Wonder Sargasso tarp, which is 3.5 or some crap, but it'll cover it anyway. Just remember that if you're using your DD 3x3 or a 3x3, this may be a little bit small. Don't worry though, they do their own tarps. Massive tarps, tarps with doors, they do every sort of tarp imaginable. Click the link, have a look. That's a big bleeding bee. So I've been laying in this hammock for about an hour, just chilling out. I'm impressed. Very comfortable, very flat lie. Really like the material. I think the tree huggers loosened a bit. I just pulled them tight again and then put a little slip knot in it. They called a slip knot. Don't worry about it. Yeah, proper impressed. I could quite easily fall asleep. It's doing all right with the underquilt, even though it's not the underquilt for it. I'm completely covered. A little bit fiddly when you got to do the side without the zips. I've made it a little bit tighter, that's why. But all in all, good bit of kit. Morning. Well, after a very almost 8-hour long kip in this hammock, I can actually give it the thumbs up. Pretty cold night. Underquilt stayed on well. Loads of room, flat lie. What more can I say? It worked. It done the job. Just got to make me a coffee now and maybe wait for the sun to come up and pack it down. But no, the Onewind 11-foot zippered hammock, I'm liking it a lot.